Hi there chaps and chappets, Brush and Quill here. I'm coming at you with a slightly different video to usual. This one's actually prompted by some stuff I have seen around the various different places. It's the various different social media streams. And that is this set, or this chap, the there we go. The Chaplin Grimadulus and his three servitors. They're from the Black Templars, and as I said, I've seen across a couple of places. So I think Justin, the miniature painter, has been doing one, and then I've seen a few on various different Facebook pages and Instagram pages about this figure. And I'd been working on mine in the background, and I thought I would take this opportunity to show what I've been doing, as my replacement black spray paint has just turned up, so I was about to stick him in undercoat, but I wanted to put a video up before I did that, because I have been doing a bit of kit bashing. Whipping him out the way. Here we go. So as you can see, the first thing is obviously that I've put him on this display base. Him and the three servitors, to make things a bit nicer, and I'll show the base off in a second. But starting with the main man here, bring him up. So the first thing you'll notice is that he's got a helmet from Cromlech. Not a fan of the original helmet. I think it's got too much of a grinny madman kind of face to it. So I put this one in instead. The little shield here, that's new. That's been added in as well, so that I can put on the campaign badge for the Armageddon campaign. And then the other thing I've done is I've swapped the two bits here. So this is actually the Crozius, which I've put on the backpack, and then this is the backpack marker thing, which I've put there because I quite like the idea of him swinging around a fallen soldier's sword as his weapon. But apart from that, he's fairly much out of the box. He's got a base like all of my figures, but that's him. And then, I'll just knock the camera there. Here's one of his servitors. I think this is the fairly bland one. So one thing you'll notice is they've all got these sanguinary guard heads, which I've converted. This one's got a little Black Templar symbol on it. So I was reading the Eisenhorn books, and there's a character in that, a rogue trader, who has all of these servitors that look like angelic beauties, and I wanted to make these servitors look like they had these angelic faces, so I got some of these helmets to put on them instead of their normal servitory heads ones. And then he's got an Imperial Guard shoulder pad there, just has a little bit more flair, and a few little bits just like from some Bretonnian knights and stuff to add to it. Here's the second servitor, who's probably had the most involved conversion. As you can see, the senior base isn't 100%. So I've taken the large pillar that's usually here, got rid of that. Never did like the idea of him wandering around with a bit of a temple strapped to his back. He's got the sanguinary guard head again. Come on, stay focused. There we go. But I've added instead a shield to his back. And this is from the lieutenant or lieutenant, depending where you come from. Resculpted the hands so that they're holding the shield, and he's carrying the shield. I like the idea that, you know, he's carrying a relic of a fallen Templar into battle in the form of this shield, opposed to the concept that he's carrying a bit of a temple. As I don't play actual official 40k rules, I think that won't matter too much. And then here's the last servitor, who his standards over there somewhere, so that I can paint it separately to get into all these details. And then he's got another sanguinary guard head with a little bit of a recast green stuff thing there, and some more purity seals around his waist. But other than that, he's out the box. And then here's the base. So the base has got a bit of temple here to give it some height at the back, which is why the standard bearer will be in the middle to add to that height. A bit of an orc power claw there, dead Terminator here from the mini marine Terminators, and I think an even older power fist there. Just a bit of scrap there. As you can see, they're not perfect circles. It's just a bit of plastic, bits of plasticard underneath a 100mm base, to give them something to stand on, to keep them together, make them look nice when they are in the display case. A bit of paving at the back there. So yeah, so that's my Grimadulus and his servitors, which I will, as I said, I'll be putting into spray paint soon enough to give them an undercoat so that I can paint them up. But yeah, so I've done a few more Black Templars. Here's a prototype assault marine there, which I'll show you when I've done the rest of them. But you guys have a good one, and I'll see you in my next video.